Hello and welcome to Homestead Imaginations. I am Josh and we are going to harvest some beets today. And the boys each had their own plant that they picked this year, and they each actually picked a beet. So they'll harvest theirs first and show that off, and we'll see how it did. So Liam, you want to pick yours first, seeing that you already got your hand on it? And then brush it off, all the dirt into the garden, so that way it stays in there. Not a bad sized beet. These are Cylindra, I think is the variety that they're called. Daddy, so they're pretty round.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it looks like yours kind of split. It did like a couple.
Yeah, I think it went underground and then just popped up.
Yep. So you gotta use your hands, buddy. Actually,
Oh, like that?
So, yeah.
Let's see what actually happened.
Alright, Colin, pull yours out. And brush it off over the garden, so that way all that extra soil goes back into the garden.
It's somehow connected though. I don't understand.
So this is our second year of growing beets. These definitely, we did more this year for beets, and these definitely look to do a lot better. Besides, we got this little weird one here.
That's a baby beet.
Yeah, so it looks like it either split off into its own, or it was two seeds that kind of joined together. I'm not sure. I think we were pretty careful about putting our
I see this little thing at the bottom.
Alright, let's harvest the rest of these. So we do have this one weird one. So as you can see, like most beets have like purple and green like coloring. This one beet literally is all green, has zero purple coloring in any of it. So I haven't seen that before. And yeah.
That's a potato.
It looks like a potato. It's not something we're going to eat, I don't think. I mean, I'll be curious to see what it looks like open, but like it's green at the top. Has no, purplish red color at all to it. So I doubt we'll eat this, but I'm curious to open it up and see exactly what's going on with it. But yeah, this was a beet seed. Beet should have been a beet. All right, let's harvest the rest of these. We got some pretty good size. Yeah, you can just put them on the ground for now. We'll bring them in after.
Colin, you forgot to brush it off. Oh,
yep.
I'm just going to grab this huge beet. These are actually kind of a little small.
Yeah, I feel like we had probably bigger ones last year.
Yeah, they're long.
But all these, as you can see, the top of this is, gotten a little hard brown. They'll still be fine. We had these last year. Same thing happened last year. They really push themselves out of the ground, and I might need to kind of mound these after they start growing and starting to push out of the ground, so that way maybe they keep, because if they're under the surface, they keep the nice purple color. Oh, here's a little one.
This one's not wanting to come out.
What, this one here?
Yeah.
You gotta pull a little bit. There you go. What do we got there? Not bad. Yeah, but they got like multiple roots on some of these. Yeah, brush them off.
I thought you said they have like one small root. Or is that just for potatoes?
What?
One small root?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, they're a little bit smaller than we had last year. We put them in a different raised bed, trying to cycle them around. But they did decent. These will be plenty of beets for us to eat. And we keep them in our fridge, which we keep pretty cold, in the low 40s. And we actually had beets from last year that we finished eating in like April or May. So we almost, even with just a small amount that we had last year, they lasted, 9 months or so. and they were still good. They still tasted great. They had no issues. So as long as you keep them nice and cold. Oh, looks like that's like a weed, or
that's a weed. Wait, no, it's not. Oh no, I think that's the smallest beet.
It kind of looked like it had beet leaves, but I don't know. But yeah,
it's a
so
root.
We'll store these again in our fridge and keep them at a really cold temperature, and they should last most of all winter, like last year did. So beets are a pretty easy storage, so that's good. And then we got our carrots over here that we'll wait a little bit to harvest those, but that was our beet garden there. So I got a good amount of beets, good size. Last year they were definitely a little bit bigger, but we have more this year, so it could be spacing wise, maybe they just needed a little bit more spacing, but none were too near each other. Probably just needed maybe more nutrients, maybe some more water. I'm going to try next year. I think I'm going to try mounding them and see if keeping them covered in the soil also helps with that. But these taste delicious. We're excited to have beets again. So alrighty, that's the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Keep the imagination rolling. Bye bye.